And we are live and welcome everyone back to the Sanctum Sanctorum. I am your illustrious host, Widow's Son. And with me right now is the illustrious Wanderer. Doc will be joining us at some point, but apparently he is having some computer trouble. So he'll pop into the studio, or he'll pop into the Sanctum as soon as he can. And speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Here he is.
Hey, y'all. Sorry about that. I was having some computer problems.
Yeah. We all know that you were like mid-stroke when you got the studio link, so you had to finish up. So we'll forgive you this time.
Dude, you mentioned like every day, like at least once a day, something about me masturbating. Are you really that obsessed about me jerking it?
Well, no, it's the only logical explanation that makes sense. I mean, what else could you possibly be doing? What else could you possibly be doing other than throwing a diamond cutter on everything that stands up in your house?
Karate, driving for a Lyft, doing computer work, taking a shit.
Of those.
Go. The last one's the best one.
I mean, Doc spends most of his time either masturbating or taking a shit. So
wait, are we actually live right now?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Oh crap!
So
what an amazing way to start the show.
You have been busted. So the entire listening audience knows right now that you have like a porn addiction,
dude.
And hang on.
Dude, seriously, you make more jokes about that, bring that up more than anything else. I think secretly you're the one with the addiction and the bad habits.
No,
you're way too obsessed with it, dude.
No. I mean, it's a focus of the will, man. It's a focus of the will. You have to have this.
Doesn't work on me, dude.
Well, then that's part of your problem. But anyway, welcome everyone. Now that the awkward moment has passed us, so today's going to be a big one. Today is pretty much my birthday party with my YouTube people, and we'll certainly keep you entertained as much as we can. And for the record, Doc, you didn't even message me yesterday to tell me happy birthday.
I didn't know it was your birthday, dude.
Yes, you did.
Bruh.
Dude, I know for a fact that on Facebook it tells you in your notifications whose birthday it is.
Dude, it doesn't tell me in my notifications whose birthday it is. Like, I don't get those notifications.
Has he got notifications turned off like me? Like an absolute shard?
I think so. I think I have those notifications turned off, dude. I'm sorry. Well, happy birthday, man.
I'm fucking. Hang on. Now you told me to shut up. I'm going to tell you to shut up for a minute. That's fucked up, dude. That is fucked up, man. Like I am seriously like distraught that the one person that I didn't hear from yesterday was you. You know what? I'm mad. I'm thoroughly mad. But I'll forgive you.
Okay, thank you. My apologies, Widow.
As a matter of fact, but hang on. As penance for not telling me happy birthday, Wanderer, I want you to insult Doc for me.
You a bitch, homie. You're a big bitch. You are the biggest bitch.
Oh no. Really let him have it.
Your hat sucks ass. You suck ass. I can't think of anything more. But that was really awkward. This is your fault. That was really awkward. And now, yeah, this is your fault, Doc. I want you to sit in the corner and realize what you've done. Thank you. That's all I have to say.
Quinn's telling mommy and daddy, please stop fighting. Do you feel ashamed now? Do you feel ashamed now, Doc?
No,
probably not.
feeling more embarrassed that I didn't realize we were live when I was saying that stuff at the very beginning of the show.
Oh wow! So
God
the fact that I'm mad at you for not telling me happy birthday yesterday means nothing. Jesus Christ, man! You soulless fucking bastard!
Well, I mean, I am a ginger, so there's that.
That doesn't
He's
have
a
a
ginger and he
that
has
does
big hats.
that being a ginger ain't got shit to do with it. But anyway, I'll forgive you this time, but just know if you do it again, I will send Wanderer to your house.
Okay, it sounds fair.
In a little cardboard box.
Yeah.
That makes it
he will-
extra threatening.
He will kick your door in and he will diamond cut the shit out of you.
I'll give you a cookie and then slap the cookie out of your hand. Just so you have that like heartbreak in your heart that you don't get a cookie. That's how heartless I am. That's just who I am. That's how it be.
No cookies for Doc.
Well,
Hey, yo, holy shit.
They go straight to your gut, man.
They go. Oh my god!
Wow.
Oh my god! Unprofessional went in. Holy god!
Wow, he just kind of stepped up there.
Jesus.
Yeah, man. Doc, you know we love you. We're just giving you shit.
Oh, I know.
So
he's
But-
numb to the pain. Laugh
yeah,
at him.
yeah. He's well, I mean, he's got to be numb to something, you know, carrying that big cowboy hat around and whatever in the hell he keeps in it. So
How does that not over encumber you?
it's if we want to put it in like Dungeons and Dragons terms, it's probably a hat of holding, an infinite hat of holding, and just whatever he puts in there just kind of goes into a void, and he just has to like dig around in there until he finds what he's looking for.
So that's where he was keeping Stu Dog. It's like that's like, you know, the bathroom dimension.
He moved Stew Dog from the intergalactic bathroom into his. No, wait, he can't do that because any bag of holding in Dungeons and Dragons, you can't put a living object, you can't put anything that's alive inside of it, or it will instantly die.
Oh my god, you killed Stu Dog, dude.
Not intentionally.
Fuck. What the fuck, man? This I was meant to set him free like last week and I forgot.
You did. Stew Dog is free.
Is he? Okay, that's good. At least he's not dead. I thought he was dead.
Well, this has certainly been an interesting way to start my YouTube birthday party. I appreciate that so much. But anyway, no, it's good to be back on here with everybody. It's been an interesting week, certainly. And Doc, how have you been other than your porn virus ridden computer that you're on right now?
Christ almighty.
Yeah, I'm doing great. I've lost enough weight I can finally fit into a Slayer shirt. I bought it their last show in Nashville. So.
Oh,
I thought he. Oh yeah, man, that's cool. But I thought he was going to say he could finally fit into those tights he's been trying to get into for the last 5 years.
Oh,
Oh, you know,
God, not the thigh highs, not the thigh highs.
I'm starting
Apparently,
a hair metal tribute band, so I got to wear those tights and spandex.
I think Dumpkey's very jealous of you in chat.
apparently Quentin has a problem with me for some reason. I have no clue why.
I think it's because he's ginger.
No, he's telling you.
That's
He's
why.
not telling you he's got a beef with you. He's saying we've got beef. He's wanting to send you some free beef.
Steak?
Bacon?
You know, he runs that vegan slaughterhouse. Vegan owned and operated slaughterhouse. You know, everybody's
So
Why
So
does
what-
Senna want to replace me?
So Wanderer, were you saying that you wanted to see Doc wear thigh highs? Is that what you were talking about?
No, I was saying I never want to see that in a million years because that would probably scar me more than some of the shit I see on Twitter. So please
Oh,
don't
wait
do
a
that.
minute. But aren't you permanently scarred already from that first edition of Beta Boy Theater we did a couple of weeks ago?
No,
I
we
think
did Beta Boy
everything's
Theater
just
last
like
week.
kind of
Well, no. Remember, because
the first one.
yeah, because remember he saw Jared grab his nipples and all that shit.
Yeah, that was scary. I think a lot of things have just kind of amalgamated and created just this massive dark cloud over my brain, and I will never really recover from anything that I've witnessed in 2020. Whether that's from the hidden replies feature on Twitter, or if it's from Jared Genesis, there is forever a deep dark cloud over my mind, and I am numb to the pain, and I don't know how I'm going to recover from this deep sadness, this awful state of just insanity that I'm entering in because of the disgusting things I've seen. Jared Genesis, you have made me go insane.
I tell you what. The best cure that, and I'm sure that Doc will write you a prescription for this. Just have your girlfriend tickle you. That'll make it all better.
I don't even think that'll help, man. Pain. It's this constant state of pain.
The mental pain. The mental pain.
Well, I mean, for me on that, like, so tickling for me is kind of like a form of torture because I'm really ticklish. I don't know why I'm saying this to the entire internet because now,
I was going to say, you still have time to stop talking. If you choose to keep going, Wanderer and I are not responsible for what the listening and chat audience has to say to you.
Yeah. Well,
I'm ticklish.
Since I might as well go ahead and say this, like, I've already stepped in it this much. I might as well step in it all the way.
No. I mean, like you're like you hadn't even broken the surface. Like you're just kind of like right there. I'm trying to. Okay, I'm trying.
I'm really ticklish. Like like for me, it's not a remedy; it's a form of torture.
Okay, I was trying to help you, but nobody ever listens to me because I know what I'm talking about. So, trying to help you here, man. But
that's all I'm saying. I'm not going into any more details. I just had to complete that thought because I'd already stepped in it.
Yeah, well,
I fucking hate Sterno.
It's probably not the first thing you've stepped in, but anyway.
Oh, not today, at least, man. I stepped in so much dog poop around my apartment.
Amazing.
Man, these people aren't picking up their dogs' Lincoln logs, man. They're just letting them sit out there and, for people to step in.
That's actually a problem. Like, there's been a problem around Britain for a long time as well. Like, people just let their dog shit in the middle of a path and get caught for it, and nobody just cares anymore. Like, it's just it's ridiculous.
Here's what I propose. If you catch somebody letting their dog do that, you should be able to have a right by law to pick up, no matter how big it is or how messy it is, pick that thing up and just chunk it right at the owner and hit them with it.
But why? No, why would you want to pick it up? What I think they should do is
I will just take a massive gargantuan shit in their backyard. That's what I'll do.
What I think they should do is you should have the right to be like, "Ha, caught you," and then make the dog owner like sit in it or stick their face in it.
Yeah,
that sounds awful.
Well, rub their nose in it because.
Did you say that sounds awesome or that sounds awful?
That sounds awful. That sounds pain. that sounds awful.
Well, then don't get caught letting your dog shit wherever it wants to and not pick it up.
Yeah. And one of the things I'm looking at it as like, okay, so if they do that, it's been proven like one of the things I think is so stupid is when a dog like pees or poops on the carpet. Some owners will like rub their dog's noses in it, and that's like an old wives' tale. That doesn't work. That doesn't teach anything to the dog. So it's a form of abuse, and I think it's crappy. No pun intended.
That's awful.
So,
Dude,
but-
No,
dude.
pun intended. Total pun intended.
but that actually would work on humans because we have reasoning. So if you could take the owner and then just rub their nose in it and be like, "Don't leave your dog's poop here,"
Or no, you get to smack them on. You get to smack them in the face with a newspaper.
Bad boy.
Like,
Bad
no,
owner.
no, like it was like Brian on that episode of Family Guy where he just hits, where Peter said he told Lois that she was fat, and Brian hits him in the face with a newspaper. No.
What a simp.
Dude, the first 3 seasons of Family Guy were probably the funniest and best seasons because after that, to me, the show, like once they took the reins off the show and let the show get away with everything, that to me is when the show ceased to be funny.
Did you hear they're canceling South Park after 23 years?
No, they're not canceling it. It's a station in Australia because I read the same article. A station in Australia has not renewed the license for it, but also too, Australia is the one that censored the South Park game. The Stick of Truth. What was it? I think it was
probably the Fractured Butthole.
Well, no, I can't remember which. It's whichever game. I think it's the Stick of Truth because that's the one where Randy is abducted by aliens and then he gets probed by it. They censored the entire scene in that.
Okay, so wait a minute. They didn't. Okay, so they censored the alien probing portion of the game, but they didn't remove the abortion clinic scene in the game.
No. They censored the alien probe, but they would. I mean, and that's the thing that gets to me about like some of these censorship laws and why I think censorship is so ridiculous. Actually, that's a really good segue.
No, we're not going to get into a political discussion today.
That's not a political discussion. I think it's just, the censorship is ridiculous because you get things like YouTube and Facebook. They censor things all the time that should not be censored.
Wanderer, do you feel censored at any point? Do you feel censored?
Yeah. Well,
it's just like just a simple answer. Yeah.
I feel censored. I think the government is censoring me. YouTube is censoring me. Everybody's censoring me. I feel like a right-wing political figure. InfoWars, Alex Jones, but Fallout and not actually right-wing. Formal Chad Widow's son versus the virgin Dr. Cyrus Oblivion.
I have no idea what that means.
Formal Chad. I'm pretty sure it means like some sort of goddamn. Well, a Chad is basically internet slang for tough guy, basically. Like just an overall great thing. And
thank you, Crybell. Welcome, man.
I don't know what he means by formal, but I don't know. Oh, Sterno, you're such a funny guy. Do you want me to time you out again, you stupid bitch? Yeah, that's right, Sterno. That's right, Sterno. I will rap follow you.
Did you time out Sterno a while ago?
Yeah, he was being racist against British people.
Oh God. Is there okay? Now I didn't. No, wait a minute. Now I have a legitimate question for Wanderer. Now,
yeah,
we know that there are quite a few racial slurs in this world. I'm tapping
out of this discussion.
Huh?
I'm tapping out.
No. My question is there an actual racial slur for British people? Like I've wondered that because I know as an Irishman, I know there is one for Irish people, but I've never known if there was one for British people. Now I would never call Wanderer that, whatever it may be, if it in fact exists. But I mean, Doc, have you not been curious to know that? I mean, you and I know quite a few obscenities and all of that over the years as that we've known each other. But haven't you ever wondered if there is a racial slur for British people?
I think there is.
Not really.
I think there is. It's not racist, obviously. You can't be racist against British people because British people just suck anyway.
Cryville
but-
says tea drinker.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of just like a formality, really. It's what all of us do, unless you're like one of those. My girlfriend just drinks coffee. Like, is she even British, bro? But basically, there's an Australian friend of mine who was in Liz's Dungeon of Degeneracy, which is a Discord server run by Lisbeth, who used to be a member of the TKS Mantis community until something happened. I don't know what. But Jules, when me and Jules first met, Jules would call me a pommy, and I still don't know to this day what that means. I'm gonna guess it's something to do with the fact that Britain used to be very, very imperialistic and like take over every single country they could get their hands on. But I still don't know what that means. So I'm guessing it's like racist.
Well, the old saying goes that the sun never sets on the British Empire.
I mean, it kind of did. I mean, if the British Empire was still like a thing today, let's just say it would be like Star Wars over here, and well, Boris Johnson would be like Darth Vader, and I
Wait,
don't know.
he wouldn't be more like Emperor Palpatine?
I think that spot's taken for the Queen.
Well, hey, now remember what the Sex Pistols said: "God save the Queen." So.
Yeah, fair dues. I mean, I don't care about them. They just kind of take our taxes and don't really do much. They just sit in palace, say, yeah, we do good thing, we rule Britain. When they just sit on their chairs, do nothing. Like, I'm over here cleaning dishes, doing more than them. Like, but yeah, there's people of a lot of lefties over in the UK. We call a lot of right-wing voters and people who still stick up for Boris Johnson, even after everything that's went through 2020 that he has done, that have been an outright like kind of thing he should take responsibility for, but he hasn't taken responsibility for. It's just pinned on the NHS or track and trace or something. We call them gammons, and I think a pretty fitting name for the imperial, the Empire's army, or the stormtrooper regiment. Would be gammon troopers. So trooper regiment is what the stormtroopers of the British Star Wars would be called. Imagine still having a monarchy. I feel that.
My favorite Boris Johnson moment occurred at the 2012 Olympic Games, where he was on that zip line and got stuck. Like, he got like halfway across it and was just suspended in midair and couldn't move one way or the other. So he's just up there in the harness holding up two small British flags.
Woo!
Oh my god. I hate Boris Johnson.
It was so funny, man. And then
I could see Wanderer like wearing his pink power armor on a zip line with two little British flags in his hands and just like flying down the middle of like a busy street in London or somewhere, and just holding those two flags and people just staring at him, just like, what the hell is that? You know?
Yeah,
I would still look fly as fuck.
Dude, it was so funny. Like y'all got to look up that video because, and I was surprised when the whichever party he was in voted for him to be prime minister, and I'm like, that guy. It's like,
that fucking guy, man. That
he was kind of.
guy.
Well, I mean, he was kind of a joke. Even like people were making jokes, and they were his own party. They were making jokes about him, even after that. And before that, it was like which party is he part of? Is it
the Conservatives?
The
also known as the
Conservative
shitheads.
Yeah, the Conservative Party. They were even kind of making jokes about him, and he was kind of considered a joke. And then it's just like, wow. But I mean, it was like what Theresa May, like she wasn't really that popular at the end of her term either, was she?
She got bullied out of office, dude. She literally got bullied out of office, and I am so happy she did. It's so funny because they brought her on to finish off Brexit or whatever, and Boris Johnson's motto was "Get Brexit done." Oh yeah, by any means necessary, might I add. Because did you guys know that our deal breaks international law? Did you guys know that?
No. Oh wait, I did hear something
Well,
about
it does. Our Brexit deal breaks international law, and Boris Johnson said he's fine with it, which is probably going to lessen the reputation of Britain to even worse than we already are. You know, sneering imperialists, tea drinkers.
Dude, come over
You know.
to America. Look what we have to deal with. I mean, my God, we have somebody running the country right now who is basically the mental equivalent of a cartoon character. Without the when he opens his mouth, it's basically just lies and bullshit, lies and bullshit, lies and bullshit.
Biden's not going to be any better on the lies and bullshit part.
Well, at least he has an IQ higher than his fucking shoe size.
Biden doesn't even know what day it is, though. Biden, I mean, dude, seriously.
Trump barely knows that Trump can barely remember how to breathe.
Biden has the early signs of dementia.
Okay, I mean, we're not. Okay, we're gonna put a stop on. We're gonna put a cork in this right now because it's my birthday. God damn it! And we're gonna get. It's my birthday, goddammit, and we're not going to talk about Biden and Trump and all this other kind of shit. No, bad.
Yeah, guys, it's widow's sons. You know, when you do the the thing. When you do the thing.
when you do the thing. Doc, you know about doing the thing, right? Because I totally do.
What thing?
I mean, I was actually trying to mimic one of Joe Biden's golden moments.
Right, I was going to say he was making a joke. It's just like, you know, the thing we all do.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. Oh, another favorite moment that Joe Biden had on the campaign trail was during the primaries. He asked, he was talking about the Democratic caucus, and this college student asked him a question, and he said, "Well, have you ever been to a caucus?" And she nodded her head and said, "Yes." He goes, "No, you haven't. You lying, what was it? You lying dog-faced pony soldier."
That's awesome. You know what? That's awesome. That makes me want to vote for him even more, because if he's just gonna call somebody a dog-faced pony soldier,
no, lying dog.
Right the fuck on, man. Go for it.
I mean,
I know. Back in my day, when I came out of the pool, the kids would be so fascinated by my leg hair. They would run it up and down, and that's my favorite moment of Joe Biden.
Right. I mean, you don't make it sound any less creepy. I'm just going to put it that way.
Oh, yeah, it's hilarious.
So what I'm going to do right now is just a little to add just a little more liveliness to our little birthday party here. I'm going to bring Quentin in for just a few minutes, because apparently we have beef for some reason, and I don't know what this is, and I'm interested to find out. So,
oh God, two gingers.
Yeah, right. What's up, man?
What's up, widows?
So what is this? So what kind of beef do you have? Is it kosher? Is it Kobe? Is it Black Angus? Because I do love a good steak.
I got a tube steak for you, especially for your birthday.
Oh God, you're not built properly for me. So.
Mm-hmm. So my question is, how come you're a mod in my YouTube channel and my Discord, but I ain't got no mods nowhere? I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with you.
I didn't even realize that. I haven't made anybody, like, I think the last person I made a mod was, I think it was Wanderer, and that was like a few months ago, and I haven't really made anybody else one. Don't worry, I will make your dream come true, and you can be a mod on the channel. It'll be No. I've had a few because, um,
Oh yeah,
let's
there's Teddy as well.
yeah. Well, I made Teddy Bear a mod back when we had the Stew Dog episode because we had some people come in who were trying to start some shit with her, and I needed and I needed another mod quick to. I made her and Stew Dog both mods that day because we needed to squash that
Yeah,
shit.
you did.
So
I remember being in chat. That was the first ever episode I watched. I remember that.
yeah, they came in and like tried to start a bunch of shit, and you know I mean I'm gonna go ahead, and it's like I say all the time, you know, we don't tolerate that here. We get in here, yeah, we talk a lot of shit. People talk a lot of shit in the chat, and people pick at each other. But when you are like legitimately trying to hurt someone's feelings and like character assassinate them, and everyone's doing it, you're gonna get called on it, and you're gone. So, like, I was looking through. It's funny that gets brought up because I was actually just looking through, um, like on my channel settings and everything the other day. And do you know how many people are in my block list?
How
Five.
many?
Five.
5.
That's it. Five
Yeah, I
people.
think I've got around the same actually.
And the show's been going on almost 5 months now, and like literally there are only 5 people in the block list. That's it.
Yeah, I think I've got the same number because one of the guys just kept on spamming the word nonce in one of my comment sections, and I was just like, "This is blowing up my phone. I can't be bothered. I'm blocking this dude."
um
So happy birthday, by the way.
I appreciate that. At least you remembered to tell me, unlike Doc. I mean,
Yeah,
Jesus.
that whole ginger excuse bullshit is just bullshit because I'm a ginger and I told
Quentin,
him happy birthday.
See,
Quentin
see,
is
Doc,
the is
one
the
of your
is the
own,
living embodiment. Sorry, go on.
see, Doc, even one of your own kind has told you that was fucked up, man.
Yeah, Quentin is
Wait a minute,
the living
Doc, are you
embodiment
there?
of gingers having
I'm
souls.
here. Can you hear me?
No, I have
We
no
can
soul.
now.
Yeah, I wasn't saying anything earlier.
Well, I made a point to you that one of your own kind called you out and told you that it was fucked up that you didn't tell me happy birthday yesterday.
Well, it's a soulless person calling out another soulless person. So, I mean, there you go.
Well, I mean, you didn't show up to my 100 sub special Widow Son, so I mean,
I was
Oh!
no. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. I have a legitimate reason for that because you know that I work nights and I usually sleep during the day. So when your show is going on, I'm normally asleep. So I had no clue about it. I'm sorry that I was not there. I do apologize, but I normally like sleep during the day when I work from 11 at night till 7 in the morning.
well, it was at like 5 o'clock my time, PM. So,
Which is wait PM?
mm-hmm.
I would have been asleep because I will come home at about sometime just after 7, go to bed. I usually will sleep till about maybe 3 or 3:30. I'll get up, take a shower, maybe eat just a little something, and then I'm usually back asleep by sometime between 4 and 4:30.
Well, I have a challenge for you.
If this is about that, if this is about the race to the 100 subs, dude, you're gonna beat me. I'm only at
Hang
69 right now.
Hang on.
I'm at the magic number. A Wanderer pointed it out that like right now we're at like the magic number for.
He's at the gaming number. At least he's at a gaming number.
Well, see, I have a second channel that's at 52 subs right now. So I think we should have a race.
You want to have a sub race? Hang
My
on.
second channel on. I think I'm on like 68.
I've got one up on Wanderer.
I'll have more when I post my next skit featuring that maybe or maybe not Dr. Cyrus Oblivion stunt double, which may just be me in a Jedi robe and a cowboy hat. But
Oh, or is that a tribute to Doc for you to wear a cowboy hat?
Nah, it's gonna be a skit. It's gonna be it's gonna be a reference to the last show we did. The battle.
Yeah.
And
Hang on.
then there's gonna be
Cryville made a good point. We're at 69 subs. I don't know why he hasn't celebrated yet. Because literally before we came on the air, we got that 69th sub. Like literally like 5 minutes before we went on the air, that I got a notification that we had a new subscriber. And next week's show will be the we'll do the if we don't hit 70 by the next show, which I want to make an announcement about the next week's show before okay, Quentin, you now have a wrench. So early Merry Christmas.
Why is everyone saying you're at 69 subs? It says you're at 70.
What?
Yo, what?
Yeah, wait a minute. Hang on. Let me refresh everything because I was just going to make you.
Let's go! We did
Happy
it.
birthday.
We're at 70. I thought I'd exclaim.
Holy shit!
Excitement.
I didn't even get a notification about that.
Oh, Cryvale, you are such a chad.
Happy
I love you,
birthday.
man. I'm at the magic number.
I used my.
Wait,
I'm now at the
channel to
magic
sub
number.
to you.
What did Cryvale do?
I subbed to my second channel, so now I'm at 69. Epic. Thank you, Cryvale.
Now
You have contributed to an epic number.
now you can have a 69 sub celebration.
I'd like to thank you all for this stupendous number. It means a great, tremendous amount to me, and I'm feeling rather exquisite about the future of the Wanderer brand, and hopefully there will be a one day where we are at 69,420 subs. Hey, Sterno, bro, do you want to come in here and like wrap it out, bro? Do you want to have a rap battle? Because I know you were talking shit on Twitch earlier. Yeah. You Moxie simp. These guys.
So Quentin, I do keep up with the channel quite a bit, and it looks like your format and everything has definitely changed. I really do like how it's looking, man. I'm hoping that when I can finally afford to get a new system, that we can start making some changes to everything, start making it look better. But the whole I do enjoy the simplicity of how StreamYard is, because I think honestly it's like I've always said about the show, it's really humble, and it's not, and I'm not taking anything away from anyone who likes to have things flashy and everything like that. I mean, we'll add some things here and there and make it look a little better and all of this, but I just me, I'm very humble when it comes to all of this.
Right? No, I just started using Streamlabs.
Quentin, I've got a question.
Shoot.
You want to play Among Us sometimes?
Yeah, I'm down.
Awesome. I saw Sterno climb an event, so yeah, just vote him every single time. Well, he always climbs events.
Doc, you're awful quiet right now. What's up with you?
Yeah, what's up? You planning the next invasion of Denmark, bro?
Yes.
Nice. Sterno is gone.
He's sitting on his phone. He's thumbing through Tinder right now, seeing who his next conquest will be for the evening.
God damn it.
If only it were that simple. Oh god.
Nah,
I've
better
like
be
abandoned
assembling a crew
dude,
to retake Jerusalem.
Dudes, I have totally like abandoned all online dating type stuff and all dating apps because I just don't like them. They're I'd rather go meet somebody in person.
Yeah, he
That's
prefers
how I feel about it.
he prefers to go to bars and pick up those you know tipsy women over 50, and so he can take them home and put them in the diamond cutter.
Or the sharpshooter or whatever.
Or the
Doc
scorpion
be
death.
like, "Yep, got super drunk, got a super hot lady, wake up, ate a man. Oh no, oh no."
No, like for me, the dating apps are just kind of like. Was it? I've never had a good date from a dating app. I'll just put it that way. They've. Let's see. There was like because nobody is totally honest with their profile pics, and nobody's honest with what they say. They don't. There are deal breakers out there, like hoping that you'll change. I'm like, no. There's a reason why they are called deal breakers.
We'll see.
Hey,
Well,
Widow Sons,
yeah. What up?
check, refresh your sub count.
Hang on just a second. I'm cleaning my face windows, as I call them. Hello, Fiona.
Oh,
My cat just crawled up the couch.
hey, bro, you gotta check this right now.
Oh, well, I'm getting there. Can I put my glasses back on, please?
Hurry up! You don't need your glasses. Just check it, bro.
Yes, I do. I can't see without my damn glasses. I'm
I stand
nearsighted,
corrected.
man.
Please continue.
Hello, Fiona.
Hello, Fiona. Do you also want to kill Sterno?
Jesus Christ. Where the hell did those come from? Fiona, why are you hitting me in the head with your
So,
tail?
Widow Sons, I think
Yeah,
I
what
gave
up?
you the best birthday present because I just gave you like 5 subs.
Well, I certainly appreciate the thought and the gift, my friend. I really do.
No problem. Now I'll just have a shit ton of notifications from you every time you go live. And I didn't see you around last week. We did Beta Boy Theater last week. You missed out on it. I was probably really high last week, so
Well, we may do an impromptu. We may do an impromptu Beta Boy Theater 4000 today if Doc wants to.
hey, Wanderer,
Yes.
Wanderer,
Yep.
I can send you something that will scar you for life. Actually,
No,
Hey, I'll be right back,
Quentin, no.
you don't even know what it is.
Quentin.
It's
If
not.
it is,
I'm
It's
scared.
not his penis. But it's
Yeah,
worse.
please don't send me that stuff, dude. Because
It's actually
I'm
worse
wa-
than Jared's dick.
yeah. If it includes genitalia shit, please don't send it. Please, for your own safety, I guess you could say. Hey, I'm busy. I'm busy. I cannot come on Among Us. I'm sorry, Isaac.
I mean, I'm down to play it with Among Us whenever. But Widows, once you get a new computer, hit me up. I'll teach you how to use Streamlabs.
I mean, honestly, I've started reading a little bit on it, but I was just actually yesterday being my birthday, I wasn't really on much. Like I chit chatted with Wanderer for just a few minutes. But I actually went back to Mississippi yesterday to see my mom and my brother. My mom cooked a huge pan of chicken and dressing, or stuffing, as some people call it. But we call it dressing down here in the South. And I spent some time with her, and then I went and saw my brother, and we hung out for a little while, drank some wine, and got to talking.
we're gonna start. We're gonna probably start. Well, actually, I was telling him about an actual a paper that a research paper that I'm gonna start work on, and get him to kind of collaborate with me on that. And then actually, I haven't. We kind of played, verbal ping pong. What are you trying to share with me right now, Quentin?
So I'm going to show you something that's a benefit of using Streamlabs.
Baba Booey.
Hang on. Oh, Sir Hatman is here. Welcome, good sir. Let's see. Not hungover after your birthday, always a bonus, or maybe that's just me. Well, I did wake up with a little bit of a red wine headache today, but not hungover, just a tiny red wine headache. But I went and hung out with him. We drank some wine and got to talking. And like I said, I pitched an idea to him about this research paper that I'm going to be working on here pretty soon. And I have actually come up with a concept for a book that I want to begin working on, and was discussing it with him about actually collaborating with me to basically do, co-research, co-write, everything like that. And of course, I mean, he's my editor because he's done the editing on the two research papers that I've already had published.
I guess Hatman doesn't like me anymore.
Why?
Well, A, he's not subbed to me, and B, he won't ever message me back when I try to talk to him. So I guess he doesn't like me anymore.
I mean, both of you are. I consider you both friends on here and everything like that. So I was about to say, my name is Paul, and that's between y'all. So.
But yeah, I just wanted to show you this cool little feature for Streamlabs.
All right, hang on.
I can
I'm
see
sharing
some of
it
my
right
friends
now.
in chat. I want to say hello to Plaintive and Addicted Lima. Hey guys. Also, hello Kyle.
So you can customize what people see before the stream starts.
That's one thing that I had been reading when I actually just started kind of doing some research about the actual program, because I wanted to just kind of get a gist of kind of the look of it and like the other features that I could use, because I just wanted to have kind of a base knowledge, so I just wasn't going in blind, as they say. But I noticed the little intro thing. I noticed that I noticed that a couple of weeks ago, actually. Like, I saw that you guys, after I woke up, after I came home, I saw that you guys had posted an episode, and I was actually watching it, and like that, stream starting soon, or how you have it set up, popped up, and I'm like, wow. That was actually the first time I'd actually seen where you had made made the change and everything over to Streamlabs.
I didn't make that intro. A buddy of mine named Geo Sam did it. Also, it's all good, Hatman. I love you anyway. I hope it gets better.
Oh, and as a matter of fact, Wanderer, you need to add yourself into the banner for the show.
Yeah. Sorry, I've been working on a couple commissions for a couple friends and stuff, and also I've been pretty busy with college work, so I know when I'm going to get around to it, but hopefully I'll get around to it soon.
Wait, you do commissions?
Yes.
He's the one.
But,
he's the one who did all the art. He's the one who did all the art for me for the channel.
So if I pay you like 20 quid, will you draw Jerry Genesis with boobs?
I don't do NSFW, and also it's free. So I do free commissions because well, I can't be bothered to handle payment methods, at least not until I'm 18. So
Oh wait, yeah, you're underage. Shit, never mind.
Yeah, and if you're wanting Jared Genesis with boobs, for one, that's kind of messed up, but also two, you just have to take a picture of him with his shirt off because he's already got one.
See, there's this inside joke between a few friends and me, and we're gonna be doing a Jared Genesis episode on the Ginger Nation episode. And
Wait a minute. Now, if you can wait and do that like on a Thursday or a Friday morning when I'm off, I will literally, if you do it like on a Thursday morning when I'm off, I will not go to sleep. Like I will literally stay up just so I can come on the show. So when you do that, if you'll send me an invite, I'm there.
Cool. But yeah, we're making a thing where Jared Genesis is just a Karen online.
A carrot?
No, a Karen.
Oh, I thought you said a carrot, and I'm like, wait a minute. There's apparently already a baby carrot wandering around on YouTube, and
yeah, his name is the Rev.
Yeah, his name is Rev with his drama whore of a wife or whatever, Shani. So both of them can go fuck right the fuck off.
Speaking of which, if you want to know what will scar you for life, it's seeing their porn.
All right.
What?
So y'all, I've got 3 of those Beta Boy videos ready to go.
Okay, well, since Quentin is here for the first part of the show today, and then we've got the big music review from Wanderer coming up. Wanderer, you're actually going to be while I was on my way to back home yesterday to see my mom and my brother, I came up with a couple of albums for your next homework assignment. So
Steel Panther has got to be one of his albums to review.
I'm not going to poison this kid with Steel Panther. All right, so Quentin, you are here, and Hatman is among us. So we are going to do an impromptu edition of Beta Boy Theater 4000. So, so Doc, go ahead and hit us with the first one.
Okay.
My day be so fine. Then boom, Jared Genesis.
I have a question. What are you going to be reviewing, Wanderer?
I'll be reviewing Alice in Chains, Dirt, Crowbar.
Widows, if you kick me off before he does the Alice in Chains Dirt, I will murder you in your sleep.
What was the Crowbar album? Sonic SS in its purest form. And also a Pallbearer record, which is called Sorrow and Extinction.
Yeah, I don't care about any about that, but the Alice in Chains, to be honest.
You don't hate on Crowbar and don't hate on Pallbearer. Pallbearer is one of the ultimate bands. One of many ultimate bands. All right, Doc.
Weezer.
All right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, men, women, and its, grab your drink, grab your popcorn, grab your whiskey, grab your wine, settle back.
Grab your dick.
And here we go with Beta Boy Theater 4000. So
Oh, wait.
Hang on to your helmets.
Wait a minute.
Forgot to share audio. Hold on.
Hang on to your helmets, boys. It's going to be a rough one.
It's always a rough one when you're dealing with Jared, man.
I'm so looking forward to this one, as you can tell by my voice. Definitely.
All right, here we go.
No. Like at the end of this video, it's the same video, yo, because you see him roll his eyes a little bit, and then like he has.
I think his parents came home in this video.
He says the last few words and he ends it.
Oh, you mean because he hears?
Yeah,
him.
like you can tell, like
I pointed that out.
Yeah.
Hold on, listen.
Talking about my looks like a girl, you fucking gay ass fucking simp. Talking about my room like a fucking girl, you fucking bastard.
Yeah.
You simp.
Yeah, there he is. Okay, so I figured out something with this video that's funny with Jared. Basically, basically this whole stream he did it because his parents were gone. His parents left somewhere, right? So he starts up a stream, and then he says,
Doc, you
guess
got some
what,
echo
Cholo?
coming from somewhere.
Guess what, Cholo?
Oh,
My
hold
mama
on.
and daddy ain't home. I can talk some shit right
Yeah,
now, little
see,
beaner ass
so his
bitch.
mommy and daddy ain't home, so he can talk shit,
Y'all
right?
a bunch of little beaner ass bitches.
Oh, and he gets all racist and shit, right?
Hey, yo.
So then you get to the end, and right here, hold on, let's see, let's see, we got 30 seconds to go. 20 okay, we'll do it right here. Listen, you'll hear his dad in the background. You'll hear that his dad got home and goes, Jared, Jared.
Jared.
And he hears it in the background, looks, and then keeps going, and then ends the stream. Listen.
Fucking keyboard warrior ass bitch. Y'all fuck with the wrong one. I keep my shit real. Real recognize real, motherfucker. I got alphas on y'all my side. Y'all got betas on y'all side. Because y'all a bunch.
You hear it? You heard it?
Yeah.
You guys heard it? You guys heard it? He said, Jared! Jared! And he looked off. Hold on, let's rewind it a little bit. Right at the 30.
Got alphas on y'all my side. Y'all got betas on y'all side. Because y'all a bunch of and I'm just keeping it 100. So that's all I'm saying in response to that video. Y'all take it easy and suck my dick.
And that's why he ended the stream right there, immediately after. Because that.
Oh my gosh, that one.
Jared.
Wait, so is he back?
Jared. Oh yeah, he's
Oh wait, no. You haven't. You didn't see the video that he made like 3 weeks ago, just out of the fucking blue.
No, I haven't.
Oh, Doc, find it.
Okay, find
Find the one that the last one that he did.
Okay, so let's see.
So basically,
Wait.
what happened is, okay, for those of you who don't know, like, this part of the lore of this useless human being that is Jared Genesis, he's been off the internet for what now, Quentin? What, 8 months, 9 months almost? I'm getting close to a year.
Mm-hmm.
And he was pulled off the internet once again by his parents. Hang on, Doc. I can find it. I'll send you the link to it.
Okay.
Go ahead and close your screen share.
Well, let me while you're looking that up, let's do
hang on. I'm just kind of going over everything because Quentin hasn't seen the actual new one, and the volume's kind of low on it, so I'm not quite sure how well it's going to come through, but we're definitely going to try it.
Hatman says he has a link to the reload I did with audio improvements.
Yeah, if you send it in the private chat, dude, I can load it.
Nothing bad ever happens to Jared Genesis. Jared. And
okay, Hatman, if you'll send me that on Discord, I will. I'll shoot it over. I'll shoot it over to Doc real quick. So
thanks for the sub, Wander. I didn't even notice until now.
No problem.
We help each other out around here, man. That's what we're supposed to do.
I like and subscribe.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, by the way, if
there we go.
You're on my fucking homepage, Widows.
Thank you very much, Sir Hatman. Give me just a moment here, and I'm gonna send. All right, let me send the link to Doc just real quick. But while I'm doing this, so basically he's been off the internet for about a year, and then about 3 weeks ago, just out of nowhere, and the only reason that I knew that it had occurred was I was in Hatman's Discord. And the title of the video is Still Alive, which I was really, really sad to see that. And I mean that literally and figuratively. But 3 weeks ago, he just appeared out of nowhere. And of course, he made this video. He said he's going to keep it short and sweet. And of course, it was fucking 10 minutes long, where he's just babbling about nonsense and still no apology for his activities that got him pulled off the internet in the first place by his parents once again, because he's a 33-year-old man-child who still lives with his parents and they still ground him. Now he and then he got in the comment section and just all he did was start talking a lot of shit. That's all he was doing. And he was like, just so you guys know, I still have access to a computer for job applications and I'm going to be posting new videos. And he posted 2 and then he must have got caught by mommy and daddy again, because it's very clear that he's making this video. He says he's making the videos on his dad's channel. And I'm thinking, okay, you're making videos on someone else's Google account, which means that they're going to get email notifications that there's activity on their Google account. You're going to get busted. And that's exactly what has happened. So, all right, Quentin, here is the newest or the last thing he put up.
Can y'all hear it?
All right, guys. So I'm going to make this short and sweet. My name is Jerry Genesis, also known as Alpha Genesis. I was on YouTube for about 7 years until I was picked up by Keemstar, the gnome. And basically, I was swatted around 10 times.
Okay, pause it right there. Pause it right there. Okay, so this whole thing about... Sorry about that. This whole bullshit about him being swatted 10 times. He was not swatted whatsoever. When you're swatted, and Doc can this hasn't happened to him personally, but he knows what this means. They're literally going to kick your front door in with guns pointed directly at you, and they're going to throw you to the ground, and they're going to throw cuffs on you.
Yeah, and it's actually and in several states already, it's already been made illegal to, like, swatting has been made illegal, and if you're caught doing it, then you're looking at some serious jail time. And there's one YouTuber, I watch his videos a lot, Donut Operator. He's a former cop who owns his own skateboard shop, and he does a lot of, video breakdowns. And there was one video.
Was that the guy that you were supposed to reach out to see if he actually wanted to come on the show?
Yeah. I've reached out to him on Twitter. Hadn't heard from him yet.
Okay.
But he, one of the things he said was that he called in the local police and said, "Hey, I'm probably going to get swatted." So, people are threatening it. They're planning it. So when that call came in, he was able to cut it off at the beginning. But a lot of people are not that fortunate, because they've done it to politicians that they don't like. They've done it to store owners they don't like. People have had it done to their bosses. And what winds up happening is, people have actually been shot in these things, because people will call in and say things like, "Hey, I live at this address, and I'm about to kill my wife and children, and I am going to shoot myself in the head afterwards." And they had, like, SWAT teams have shown up, kicked in doors, and the family sitting at the table eating dinner.
Right. So basically what this motherfucker is, the lie number 1 in the video, he claims that he was swatted 10 times when basically all that they have been doing is welfare checks. That's all they've been doing. The cops have been coming to his house, telling them what they got a report of, and talking to him. That's basically all they have been doing. So yes, Fiona. It's okay. She's wanting to be part of the birthday party. So, but yeah, lie number one, he was never swatted. The cops never kicked in his door. All they did was simply come and basically do a welfare check, which here in a little bit in the video, he says that he spoke to an FBI agent, which is another lie, because if he had in fact spoken with an FBI agent, they would have had to have run his name through their system, and with the reports that were being made to the feds about him, he would have been flagged immediately. So we'll go ahead and put that lie to bed right now. So all right, go ahead.
All right.
I'm still on break right now. I'm going to be returning probably around 2021. But right now, I'm just trying to pick my life up, pick up the pieces, and also just bettering myself mentally and physically. I am in the search currently for a job.
Lie.
I want to get back into martial arts. I want to get my
Lie.
black belt. I want to compete.
Lie.
You can make some good money doing that. You know what I mean? I'm trying to better myself currently still. And a lot of things have happened, including COVID-19, which is really complicated stuff.
All right, pause it for a
AKA
second.
Wu flu.
All right.
I like, yes, COVID is very serious, but he's one of those humans that I wish had gotten COVID.
I'm in physical fucking pain right now.
Why? Because of all the lies he's already told?
No, just looking at his disgusting ass face.
Right. The fact that he is still breathing is what surprises me. Wanderer, you've been surprisingly quiet.
Yeah, I just realized my mic was on mute.
Oh.
He's contemplating
Sorry
sewer
about
slide.
So yeah, and Doc, I knew you would I knew you would find it very I knew you would find it funny that he was talking about wanting to get back into martial arts.
Oh yeah.
He's like, I want to get my black belt and I want to start competing. Like they're like a 6-year-old could kick your ass. If you guys in the chat were watching last week, the videos that we watched, I mean, his interpretation of martial arts is just flailing around like a moron, looking like a monkey on acid with a spastic disorder. So
yeah. All right. Well,
go ahead.
one thing I will say is I am most concerned about his mental health. The guy obviously is disturbed, and
no, he's looking. No. What it is he's looking for sympathy from everyone else because he's the victim. He did nothing wrong. Everyone came after him, and everyone attacked him for no reason. And he should be able to do, say, and get away with whatever he wants, especially after his little comment that he made about underage girls. He thinks that he is not responsible and everything is okay, which, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to say this now. And of course, and then this will be the most serious part of the show today. As far as I'm concerned, motherfucker, you are highly, highly responsible for what you said. What you said and your consistent remorselessness, your consistent blatant inability to see that it was wrong, and the fact that you want to claim that you don't care what people think about you and you don't follow society's rules, go fuck yourself, Jared. Go fuck yourself, because you are part of the problem. You want to sit there and you want to talk about YouTube as a cesspool of really toxic people. You're part of that problem. You are seriously one of the most worthless human beings that I have ever come across. And I swear by everything holy, if I had the power, I would make sure that you spent the rest of your life locked in a small, dark, black hole in the middle, in a prison in the middle of nowhere, where all you get is bread and water once a day if you're lucky. That is what you deserve. And you're going to sit there and you're going to spill all of these lies and this bullshit trying to play the victim. Go fuck yourself, you waste of fucking human life. Just fuck right the fuck off. Okay, I'm off my soapbox now.
See, the video I'm trying to find to send to you
Damn.
guys is him doing karate, and this song
Oh, we
Kung Fu
watched-
Fighting is playing.
Okay. Well, like we watched his sorry excuse for martial arts last week. Wanderer, did you say something before Quentin chimed in?
Holy shit, you murdered him. You murdered him. But yeah, I gotta agree here. He's a piece of shit looking for sympathy. This is exactly what All Painful did. And I don't really have much
Who?
else to add. Some guy I covered back in April on my YouTube channel. A lot of people that are from like my end of the community will know about him. But All Painful's a piece of shit.
Well, I've heard of him.
Have you?
Well, no. The other thing about it is, you know, he made a few videos like a while back, and I don't know if it was on like one of the channels that got terminated before he disappeared again, or excuse me, before he got grounded by mommy and daddy again. And all he would keep saying is just like, if you guys want to fight me, then you need to come and show up in person. And I'm thinking, people are more than willing to show up in person, but you would be the coward and not show up, or you would just get your ass kicked, because it would clearly, it would more than likely be like 25-on-1, because you would have more than one person show up. So yeah, this piece of fucking trash known as Jared Genesis, yeah, he doesn't have the balls to do anything to anybody. So, you know, he either needs to be locked in a dark hole somewhere, or he needs to be put in a mental institution in a straitjacket until the day he dies.
Well, his martial arts reminds me of a martial arts charlatan known as Ashita Kim. And Ashita Kim was this guy in the 80s. And if you remember in the 80s and 90s, everything was all about ninjutsu. I mean, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came out, all these ninja movies came out, and everybody thought the ninja were these really cool guys. And yeah, and they are, because it's kind of this whole clandestine thing that we're all kind of enamored with. We all love, I mean, spy movies do well. If a ninja movie comes out, it does very well as well. But what Ashita Kim did is he seized upon that opportunity. And what he did was he had people convinced that he was this master in ninjutsu. But you go watch his videos, and they're nothing but just complete shenanigans. And people who do study martial arts watch it and die out laughing, because he's not maintaining close contact with the opponent's body. And there are many ways that we're all just like, okay, this is ridiculous. But his books, like my roommate knows how much I absolutely love laughing at the guy. And he works at a bookstore, and every time that he finds an Ashita Kim book that someone brings in to trade in, he will bring it to me, because he knows how much I love this, and I'm trying to collect all of his works. And he has one book, the most absurd. It's called, I think, like The Amorous Adventures of Ashita Kim. And it's about how he was sent in by government services as this clandestine agent to rescue women from brothels and to get the inside scoop on organized crime and report it back to the CIA and all this other stuff. And
so basically, it's just a bunch of lies and bullshit.
Yes, it's one of the things that we call bullshito in the martial arts world. And dude, the cover of the book is just absurd. I'll show it to y'all in a minute, but but anyway, I'm saying that to say that the Jared Genesis martial arts is very reminiscent of that guy's.
All right, let's go.
Okay, continue with this video or move on to the
Yeah,
next one.
no, go ahead with this one.
As that one guy likes to call it, this guy I've been watching on YouTube, Salty Cracker, his name is. But
I thought he was about to say
yeah,
salty
guys,
peanut.
you
There. I
know,
was like, holy shit.
I want to apologize to my fans really quick.
All right,
I just
hang on,
wanted to
pause a
say
second.
that, like,
Wait, what, Wanderer?
I thought he was about to say salty peanut like the guy in chat, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh, all right, go ahead.
All right.
I was at a point where I felt like I had nothing to lose because I was so full of anger and so many bad things were happening to me. To where
Brock,
I know that
completely owned by
I lost you
yourself.
guys because of it, and I feel like I owe you all a deep apology. In terms of my haters, I just wanted to say I know that you guys were my biggest fans. You guys watched my videos more than anyone else. The hate
6
that we
views.
had between each other was honestly just petty. It was
Okay,
stupid.
pause it.
You know,
Okay, that right there is the biggest load of shit. His fans being, or his haters being his biggest fans. No, your videos got watched so much by people that hate you because, number one, we like to see you completely make a fool of yourself because we know you're going to. And you give people, you basically are just giving people ammunition. You're giving people ammunition to use against you. So your quote unquote haters are not your biggest fans. I mean that.
I love how.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Okay.
I love how he's like talking about his biggest fans and stuff. He's got 6 views on the goddamn video and no likes. That's funny.
Oh no. Oh no. This version of the video, the original video is on his dad's, on his supposedly his dad's channel. This version of the video was redone by Hatman to improve the audio.
Okay.
Hatman sent me the link to this because the audio in it's a lot better.
Oh well, still, it's probably the exact same as what the original one got, the original copy.
Oh no, the original copy has like. Hang on, I think I can tell you right now, how many. Let's see. The very first video has over 1,000 views. It has 21 likes and 46 dislikes. And for some reason, that channel that's supposedly his dad's has 100 subscribers now. But see, the thing about that is, it's like, okay, you made 2 videos 3 weeks ago, probably the same day, because you were able to sneak around and use your dad's laptop when you know that you weren't supposed to. Or if you were doing job applications, as you claim in the comments, your dad got all the notifications of these subscribers to his YouTube channel. So he was going to immediately know that you were, making YouTube videos, and you're not supposed to be doing that right now. Sad little man child. So, all right, go ahead.
All right.
no, it's a big problem with men these days. They like to judge each other. I don't know, chalk it up to insecurity, what have you. But men, they love to play dick measuring contests with other men, especially on YouTube. It's a very stupid thing. Measuring testosterone levels and whatnot. And that's what a lot of my trolls were trying to do. They were using me as a punching bag, more or less. And I was basically letting them. But anyways, guys, I just want you to know I'm still alive. I haven't died. I didn't commit suicide or any stupid thing like that. But, I'm just trying to better myself right now, bro. That's all I'm doing. In terms of what happened with Keemstar, I don't want to get into that too much, but I will tell you that I've had a lot of time to think about that. And those Nazis, they had nothing to do with it. Chris, the 30-year-old boomer, had nothing to do with it. I gave that guy way too much credit. And really, I hate myself for that. Knowing that I used his name to chalk up to all that drama that happened to me, it makes me really hate myself, because I see now that wasn't the case. It was
You
actually
should
a
hate
girl I was
yourself
friends
just
with
for
on
breathing.
DeviantArt. She suffered from schizophrenia. Her name was Rose. I'm pretty sure it was her anyway. She and I were getting into it near the end. She was, I believe, delusional. I think she maybe even hallucinated things. She was not in a well place. And I specifically remember her threatening me because I didn't want to be her boyfriend anymore. She said that she would call the police.
Oh my
and,
god.
say that
This is
all these
mine.
terrible things about me. So,
Oh,
Rose, if you're watching this, I hope you're happy with yourself. More importantly, I hope you get help. Really,
Doc, pause it. Oh, that just
This
that.
guy had a girlfriend?
No, that one lie right there is so good it should be fattening. Like it's so deliciously bad that it's just pathetic. The motherfucker, I mean, Quentin, are you still there?
Yeah, man, I'm just listening.
I mean, honestly, if who would want to go out with a scumbag like this? Seriously.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, and you want to claim that some girl named Rose who just conveniently is supposedly schizophrenic, was mad that you specifically didn't want to be her boyfriend anymore. Schizophrenic people usually also suffer from multiple personality disorder. And so, once again, it's clear this guy doesn't read because he doesn't know anything about psychology.
Well, and one of the things I just can't keep I can't get this out of my head about the guy is he has no problem pursuing anything with underage girls, or even advocating that. And I don't know, maybe it's because I'm an uncle to 3 little girls, and Netflix released that atrocity that most of us will not even go near. I'm not even going to mention the name. Yeah, I wasn't going to mention the name, but
oh fuck, sorry.
No, you're fine. But it's like, I saw a video critique of the movie, but they wouldn't, like, the lady was like, look, I didn't watch the movie, but let's talk about another issue. And the issue that she was talking about were people who call themselves MAPs, and that's the whole minor attracted person thing, and they're trying to get lumped in with the LGBTQ plus community. And I do have to hand it to the people in that community. They're a bunch of rednecks kind of sitting on the outskirts of that, who are not part of the community, who are like, let us have Adam. And the people in the LGBTQ community are going, we got this. And so there are a bunch of rednecks who are like, oh, we can't beat them. All the LGBT people, Q people, are going, no, we got it. Let us handle
it. Somebody in the LGBT community. Yeah, we got that.
Yeah, and so they've and so it's like that, and this is going to be a growing problem, not because I think we're going to see an increasing amount of people calling themselves MAPs. I think what's going to happen is people are going to get braver and start saying it. And that is my biggest problem with this guy, is he says, 9-year-olds can consent, blah, blah, blah. Well, 9-year-olds, trust me, if you've ever been around a 9-year-old, if you've had them in your family, if you've helped raise a 9-year-old, they can't consent to anything. They can barely consent to if they want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch, let alone to anything that only decisions adults should be making.
Well, now, just for the record, I mean, I have a problem deciding if I want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You know.
Yeah, but you understand what I'm saying with that, though.
Well, yeah, I was trying to make a funny there, but you
Yeah.
know, whatever.
Yeah, I get what everybody's saying on that, but it's like, but for me, it's just kind of like him saying that. That's just one of those things where if someone says that, there should be a law in the books that if someone advocates anything like MAP, you have a right to punch them in the face, break their nose, send them to the hospital. That should, and I have no problem people digging this thing up years down the road because this is just the way I feel about it. I have no sympathy for MAPs. They get hurt. I'm like, well, you kind of had it coming, dude.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
You advocate diddling kids, and yeah, you don't get any sympathy from me, buddy.
Yeah, go ahead.
I stand with that,
Loner.
man. Yeah, I stand with that because MAPs are disgusting wastes of human beings, and the people that support them, the people that call themselves that, need to be exterminated, in my opinion. They're wastes of human life. And if this ends up becoming the norm in a couple of years, I will fight just to make sure that doesn't happen.
This is what I think we should do. Like me and Wanderer and the Wanderer and Doc, we should just go, and Quentin, you're more than welcome to join us. Go find a piece of land somewhere and just go get some of those mini houses that you see that they sell, and just start a little commune. Just start a little commune and just, have the internet and stuff like that, but just get away from all these sick fucks.
Yeah.
Grow a garden and, raise some chickens and all that good shit. So
yeah. Well, and what's really interesting, one thing I will say is kind of, because I'm one of these guys that when something like this happens, I tend to do my research on it. And one of the things that I did come across is there are some people out there who would identify as a MAP, but they don't want to use that term because they don't want to be associated with the people who use that. And what they have actually said is, they've said, there's no help for people like me. They said, I know it's wrong. They're like, I know I have this bent towards that. I want to get these thoughts out of my head. I want to get this out. But if I go to a therapist, I'm going to be judged. And so I think for people who, and I hope this doesn't sound controversial, but I think for people who recognize they have some type of problem upstairs, who are like, I need help with this. They're like, I know this is wrong. I need help with it. I think those people can be helped but they need a lot of therapy. They need a lot.
Right.
But the unfortunate truth is most of them aren't. They don't even want the help because they're like, oh, I'm a MAP. I blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, you're not. You're just a sick old person you're a sick person who either needs therapy or, you need to be readjusted.
Right. But, well, one thing that that I will say about the governor of Alabama, she signed into law that pedophiles and child molesters will now be chemically castrated.
I'm all for that.
I'm 100% for that. And this scumbag right here, he should have to go through chemical castration regardless of if he's done anything or not. He is a child grooming scumbag, and he should have to go through it and live his life in shame and ridicule. How his parents are not just completely ashamed of him is beyond me. So
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, let's cut theater short today because honestly, that one video alone, the fact that he is still on this earth and still has clearly no sympathy for what he did, I can't handle much more of it. So
Yeah.
But
All right.
I'm just
Jared, please kill yourself.
I just got a message from Stew Dog, gentlemen.
Hey, yo, what?
I sent him the link to the show today, and I just told him, that we were. He said that he could pop in and ask when we were live, and I told him we're live right now. So I'll keep an eye on everything and see if he pops in. But yeah, that's man, Stu Dog, thanks for reaching out, man. Please pop in. You are more than welcome, good sir. But yeah, that so on a lighter note, we will move on to the Wanderer. Now, Wanderer, you had a very extensive homework assignment this week. So we're going to pass it on to you. And since Quentin is here, we'll let him. He wanted to stick around for one of the reviews, but Wanderer, go ahead and kick it off with your review for us for the week.
Okie dokie. So I'll start off with Alice in Chains, Dirt, since Quentin seems excited to hear my thoughts on that as well. Let me just bring it up. Now, I'm going to be honest, I didn't do any notes. I kind of I said to myself, you know what, maybe we should have a more organic flow to this time and not be kind of, all scripted up with notes and stuff. So these are my raw, honest opinions. So I'm going to be honest, compared to the whole of the album, the beginning songs were kind of to me. Like, I wasn't too crazy about it at the start, but then I got to, I think it was either Rain When I Die or Down in a Hole, around there.
You're breaking up, Wanderer.
Amazing. And when that hit, I was like, okay, I gotta listen to more.
Can you?
And I listened.
Hey, Wanderer, can you start over from where you were, because you dropped out?
Oh shit. Do you know where I was up to?
No, you started dropping out. You dropped out, and then we couldn't hear anything after that.
Okay, well, I've got the album up. So I'm gonna be honest. In the beginning, I wasn't too crazy about the way the album sounded sonically and the way the songs kind of sounded. But then I got to Rain When I Die, and that's when it kind of clicked for me. And I was like, I got to listen to more. Rain When I Die is probably one of my favorite songs, by the way. So I listened to Down in a Hole. I really enjoyed that song as well. Sick Man even. I wasn't too crazy about this song. I feel the same way about Sickman that I do Them Bones and Damn That River. Like, I'm not too crazy about it. Then we get to my favorite song, Rooster. Rooster is amazing. I love this song. I think I've got that one in my playlist. And I especially paid attention to the lyricism on Junkhead. Because you said, I remember Widows. You said something about one of the members of Alice in Chains having a drug addiction, correct?
Yeah, Lane Staley. Lane Staley was a really bad heroin addict.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. I
Behind Rooster, the song.
Pardon?
Do you know the story behind Rooster?
Not really, no.
So Jerry Cantrell, the guitar player, his dad served in Vietnam, and his nickname was Rooster, and so that song is actually written in tribute to his dad.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's really cool. Because Rooster is one of my favorite songs as well. That's really nice. But Junkhead kind of hit me because I remember vaguely Widow's mentioning something about one of the members having heroin addiction, and this song's kind of just about, I don't go broke. I'll do basically anything to get drugs, get high. I can do what I want. And yeah, I personally disagree with the overall attitude of the song and stuff. I feel like if you've got a drug addiction, you should obviously seek help.
Right,
You
but
shouldn't just
remember,
kinda-
the key point to that chorus is, "What's my drug of choice?" Well, what have you got?
yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Like, I I I uh I disagree with the like drug addiction as a whole. Like, I think people should get help, but I really kind of understood the message, if you know what I mean.
Right.
It was a good song. But I really enjoy Junkhead as well. So, getting on to Dirt, which is obviously the title song. Dirt was pretty damn good. I've got this song liked, so obviously I liked it, and it was a pretty damn good, solid track. And if that song's probably gonna like resemble the entire album, considering it shares the same name, then I'd be pretty damn happy with that because it's a great song. Godsmack, I honestly don't know how to feel about. I feel like it's kind of it's good, but then again I'm not too crazy about it. Like, on this album, there's a lot of songs that I'm either not too crazy about or I really like, and I feel like that's the kind of way I feel about this entire album. Untitled, I remember being quite fond of Untitled. I think I quite like that track. Hate to Feel, I think once again I wasn't too crazy about that track either. Angry Chair, I was pretty damn kind of like, yo, this is awesome. I remember quite liking Angry Chair. But then the final song on the album was the last four, Out of the Water. Wood is amazing.
Oh,
I love
yes.
this song.
That right there, that song, that song is, I mean, I love all of their work. I love Lane's lyrics and I love his voice. That song right there is absolutely one of the most amazing songs that I've ever heard in my entire life. That bass intro, like the second you hear it start, like you're like, you don't know where it's going to take you, but then everything
Yeah.
kind of kicks in all at once, and it's like, holy shit, what kind of a ride am I about to go on? But yeah, I'm really happy to hear that you say that you like that one. But go ahead.
Yeah. So that's how I feel about each individual song. Now, overall, Dirt, I would say. Now, obviously, like I said, I wasn't too crazy about the first two songs, but when you really get into things, I'd say Dirt is a solid 8.5 to a 9 out of 10. I'd say it's a 9 out of 10, really.
There you go. Now,
Mainly because I'm sorry, what?
No, go ahead.
It's mainly because I couldn't quite get into Them Bones or Down That River in the beginning, but then I got around halfway through Rain When I Die, and that's when I kind of fell into things.
But now remember, the thing that I told you about, like listening to his voice and the actual words, like,
yeah,
I figured that would probably resonate a little bit more, because a lot of the songs on that record, like the words are going to shake you to your core, like take Them Bones, for example. The chorus, it's like, I feel so alone, going to end up a big old pile of them bones, and just talking about like dying alone.
The lyricism is something I appreciate. It's probably one of the things that drags it up so far, in my opinion. But yeah, the lyricism's great on this album.
Well, there you go, Quentin. What do you What do you have to say about his review there?
I guess I won't have to beat him up for now.
For now.
He has power armor, dude.
Alice
All
in
right,
Chains
let's
is one of
see.
the bands that got me off of heroin. So yeah.
So, well, Quentin, are you gonna stick around for the last two, or
Sure. I'll stick around as long as you want me.
all right. One, Doc, what do you have to say about his review of that masterful album?
Great. I mean, I agree with everything he said on it. I mean, um, as far as like when he's saying things about objectively stuff, because I can't really, because his, everybody's personal opinions are their own. But I think he summed up the way I felt about it when I first heard it as well. And I don't remember how old I was. I remember being a teen. But Alice in Chains, them and Soundgarden are my two favorite of the big four grunge bands.
Black hole.
Okay.
Sun.
Right.
So, moving on, the next one that I'm going to review is Sonic XS in its purest form by Crowbar. Anything you want to say about this album before I begin, Widows?
This is one of those records to me that I thoroughly enjoy. It's like I've said before, me and my brother that I've told you about, we love that New Orleans sound. That slow, dirty, just low tuned groove harmony style. Even if the vocals are really raspy or they're screaming or whatever, the New Orleans sound is very, very distinct. Like I was saying last time, bands like Down, Superjoint Ritual, Crowbar, Acid Bath, I Hate God, Soylent Green, Graveyard Rodeo, stuff like that. But Crowbar is definitely a little more melodic. Like they have a lot more like guitar harmony. It's heavy, but it's got a lot of feel to it, like especially in the music. And Sonic XS in his purest form is definitely one of my favorite Crowbar records, for sure. And remember, the guitar player and front guy, the guy that singing and playing guitar, is also one of the guitar players from Down, Kirk Winstein. So let's see what did you think about Sonic XS in its purest form?
Okay, so beginning with The Lasting Dose, I thought this was a great kind of intro to the album. It really kind of sets the scene, sets the mood to what you should kind of expect from this album. I thought it was a really good intro. I liked it quite a lot. So moving on to Build a Mountain, that was another track that I really kind of liked as well. However, the first two songs, in my opinion, are outshined by Through the Ashes. That was such an amazing song to me. I love like you said, like the melodic kind of aspects to it. Like I've got to agree with you there. The melody is amazing.
Right, and that line in the song where he says, "Through the ashes, I've watched you burn." I'm just, I'm like, yeah.
It's just a truly amazing song. And I really, really, if I could pick a handful of songs that I enjoyed out of this album, it would probably be Through the Ashes, Repulsive into Splendid Beauty, In Times of Sorrow, and possibly Empty Room. I'm not quite sure on the last one, but moving on to Awakening, I wasn't too crazy about Awakening, not gonna lie. It sounded good enough, but I feel like I was just kind of so captivated about Through the Ashes that I feel like that's kind of like a pattern with me. Like I find a song that I really, really like in an album, and I'll focus on that song and just kind of be blinded by its glory, its essence, and then I'll kind of feel like kind of bummed out when I move on to the next song or something. But Repulsive in its Splendid Beauty, that's another one that I really enjoyed. I feel like Awakening is kind of like the bar between the two. Now, I don't know if it's Awakening or Counting Days. I remember one of the two was kind of like an interlude or something like that, or had a very kind of interlude-y kind of intro. I can't really remember which one it was, which is why you take notes. But Counting Days, I think it's the same deal with Awakening. It was good, but at the same time, I wasn't too, crazy about it. In Times of Sorrow, that's one I quite liked.
That's definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah. In Times of Sorrow is a great track. I really enjoyed it. And there's one thing I got to credit, it's the way that the guitar sounds. The guitar and the melody, the drums, sounds amazing. In every single one of these songs, actually. No matter if I'm kind of on them or if I really like them.
What did you before you go on? What did you think of Kurt's vocals? Because a lot of people, the reason I asked that is because a lot of people that I have introduced, I've introduced to Crowbar, or like they just happen to be with me when I've had Crowbar in my CD player or playing on my phone or something like that. They're like, the music's great, but I don't really like the vocalist.
Not gonna lie, I'm gonna kind of have to be in agreement with them. I'm not too much of a fan of the vocals. However, I feel like the instrumental kind of makes up for how I don't like the vocals, if you know what I mean. Like, the vocals are withstandable for me, but they're not kind of as favorable. Like, I'd say I enjoyed the vocalism and especially the lyricism more on Dirt than I did Sonic XS in its purest form, and I enjoyed the instrumentals more on Sonic XS than I did Dirt.
Okay, all right. Go on.
So it paused from me. That was a pretty good track, actually. I remember quite being I was quite fond of that track. I think it came on. I was in a lesson when it came on, and then I listened to it when I got home, and I was like, "Damn, that's a great track." Suffering Brings Wisdom. I remember liking this track as well. I liked quite a few of the ending tracks. I feel like that's a pattern with a lot of albums. They usually save their, in my opinion, better songs until like the latter half of the album. Failure to Delay Gratification. That was another great song. I remember really enjoying that one. I think it was either that one or Empty Room. I'd say one of them two is probably my favorite ones of the album. And then Empty Room served as a pretty damn good outro to the album. I really enjoyed the way it kind of ended things off. But if I had to rate it, now, like I said, I'm not too much of a fan of the vocals. However, the drums, the guitar, and the overall the way the instruments sound is absolutely beautiful, and makes tracks like Through the Ashes and Repulsive in its Splendid Beauty sound fantastic, even though I'm not too much of a fan of the vocals. So I'll probably put this one just a little bit lower than I did Dirt. So maybe I'd say an 8.5.
All right, I can certainly see that, because it's like I told you, a lot, some of these New Orleans bands, if you're like me and my brother, you gotta love, like, I mean, well, not, you don't have to, but that's just it. It's just that, like, Crowbar's philosophy has always been to tune low and play slow, and that slow grooving thing, like think back to last week when you listened to Uncle Acid, and Uncle Acid had a lot of those really slow grooving tracks, but with just a different tempo. And then Crowbar has those just really slow melodic tones to it. So, but yeah, I mean, I can see where you're coming from on that one. I mean, like I said, the that album is, to me, like, as soon as the album starts, like, you hear that harmony, that harmonizing guitar and everything like that, and then he just comes in on, that lasting dose, and it's just like, I remember the first time I ever listened to it, and I was just kind of like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
I literally had to I didn't even like get halfway through the song, and I had to start it over because I wanted to hear that again. So all right, we got a 9 on Dirt, we got an 8.5 on Sonic Access in its purest form. So now the next one, the last one I gave you. Now Justin yeah, Doc, this is a band that you should check out. They're from our neck of the woods. They're from West Memphis, Arkansas. Are you there?
Yeah. Who is it?
It's a band called Pallbearer.
Oh, okay.
Now the album that I sent to Wanderer is their first album that came out in 2012 called Sorrow and Extinction. And I had never heard of them. And then right before my brother got sick, because remember I told you guys that he had actually had COVID, and I found out yesterday that he had COVID, and it actually morphed into pneumonia, and
That's not uncommon.
Huh?
That's pretty common for COVID.
Well, right, but see, I didn't know that it had morphed into pneumonia with him, because he has really bad asthma, and he was on oxygen at home, like he was getting to stay at home in quarantine, but he was on oxygen and everything like that. He has made a full recovery,
Awesome.
but it was like a couple of weeks before that happened. He sat me down and he was just like, "You've heard of Pallbearer, right?" And I'm like, "No." And he sat me down and he put on Sorrow and Extinction, and we were listening to it, but we were also talking. And he told me they were from West Memphis, Arkansas, and excuse me. So I put that album on my way back home, and the album is not even an hour long. It's like maybe 49 or 50 minutes long, but it is, and I think it's only like maybe 5 tracks, maybe 6.
Yeah, it's 5 tracks.
It's 5 tracks. And that was the most unbelievable 50 minutes that one of the many incredible moments of listening to a band that I've never heard of before. It was an experience, and I ended up listening to their first 3 records all in the same day. And they've got a new one about to come out, or they're releasing it track by track. And me and him listened to some of the newer stuff yesterday. But Sorrow and Extinction is seriously one of the most amazing records that I've ever listened to. Now let's hear the Wanderer's opinion.
This is my favorite album out of all 3. I have to say
it. Really?
I have to say it. It's probably a hot take, but I gotta say it. Sorrow and Extinction is probably one of the best albums I have heard this year. I really, really, really like this. So
even though it's 8 years old.
yeah, it's one of the best albums I've heard all year. But maybe I like to count the Thundercat tracks or the Thundercat albums that I listened to as 2019, because that's when I found them. But yeah, I wasn't a big fan of his new one. But Sorrow and Extinction, god damn. So although the album's only 5 tracks long, it makes up for it with the length of the tracks. Like, for example, the opening track is 12 minutes long. Now, that is quite off-putting at first. However, if you listen to like the substance of the tracks, that opinion basically gets thrown out the window because each and every single one of these tracks is amazing. It has something that is really, really kind of enjoyable. It's kind of like I'd say the sound is very sonically. It sounds very wavy, very kind of spaced out. You know.
It's like that.
Yeah.
It's like on that very first track. You know, it's all kind of chill and kind of acoustic and everything like that, and then that feedback kicks in, and you're like you hear like the acoustic sound, and you're not quite sure what you're about to be in for, and then when that feedback starts and those guitars come in, like you're like, oh, where am I going, and why am I strangely comfortable with not knowing where this is taking me?
Yeah. That's how I felt. Like I was like, okay, so this sounds very like I really enjoyed the opening to Foreigner because it was very kind of chilled out, and I like chilled out openings to albums. Like, it's just kind of like a thing with me. But when the feedback started, and then obviously the Foreigner kicks in full effect, I was like, holy shit, this is wavy as fuck. I love this. This is amazing. And within the first, I want to say 2 minutes, Foreigner was already in my liked songs. So that
What did you think when the guy started singing? What did you think of that?
I like his voice. I like the way he sings, and I've got to say, it only complements the way the album sounds, really.
Oh yeah.
So moving on to Devoid of Redemption.
Well, hey, y'all. Sorry to interrupt, but I have got to actually hop off and go. So
Everything okay?
yeah, it's okay, but I gotta go. Sorry,
All right,
y'all.
man.
All right,
It's fine.
All right, man.
All right, later.
All right, take it easy, man.
See you,
All
man.
right, thanks. Bye.
All right, so getting back to it, Devoid of Redemption. I wasn't too crazy of this track, like in the start. Like I don't really like how it sounds compared to Foreigner. However, I still really, really enjoyed it nonetheless. Although it was less than Foreigner. Then carrying on to The Legend. Like I guess one thing I can compliment the album on is that it all flows together very nicely. And honestly, there was points where I didn't know which song I was on because of how nicely it flows together. But yeah, going to The Legend, I remember really liking this track. I think this is the one with the really, really nice deep kind of, I guess you could say, bass line. Let me just pull up a yeah.
I was going to say,
Hold on.
remember that's copyrighted. We can't do that yet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play it to myself a second, just to... Yeah, that's the one. Dude, that when that bass line hit in, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. But yeah, I really like The Legend. An Offering of Grief is probably my favorite track, I gotta say. I really, really enjoy the way that sounds, and the kind of harmony that comes in at the end, which flows in nicely to Give Into the Grave, which is obviously the outro. But yeah, An Offering of Grief and Foreigner are probably my two favorite songs.
Foreigner, like when I actually, like I said, when I was on my way, I was literally leaving his house. I pulled the album up on my phone and plugged it into my stereo in my car. And I cut everything up. Like I cut my phone up. I turned the stereo up to about maybe like 20. And I was driving, and this was actually going to be when I could actually sit and listen to the record. And I was like you. I'm like, oh my God, what am I hearing? This is it. I mean, it was unbelievable. And then the whole album, like I remember I was close to the state line, and I thought I had my phone on vibrate or silent to where if it rang or anything, or if I got a text message or anything, it wouldn't interrupt the album while it was playing. and I remember that my phone went off and it stopped the record. Like it literally paused it because the phone was ringing, and I was so pissed. I got like angry driving because the album had stopped. Like it was kind of like it's kind of like, you know, like making out with your girlfriend and then it just stops. It's like, what are you doing? Stop. No, come back here. Or it's like a piece of cake or a piece of pie, you know, like you're almost finished with it and somebody just takes it from you and you're like, what the fuck are you doing? You give that back to me now. And I looked and it was a telemarketer number that was calling me, and that pissed me off even more. And I ignored the phone call and started it right back to where it was. And then like as soon as it started right back where it was just like, all is right with the world. Everything is fine now. So I was literally pissed because somebody called and it stopped the record from playing because I was enjoying it that much.
Yeah, I gotta say it's the same with me. I really like, I had my phone on silent listening the whole way through. Luckily, I wasn't interrupted. But I think the first time I listened to this record, I was playing Halo 3 ODST Firefight, because that's just been added to Halo on the Xbox and PC. And I was stoked because I was listening to this, and ODST has to be one of my favorite Halo games, and the music fits so well with the gameplay, and it honestly made me enjoy the album even more. And I took some time to listen to the full thing after I finished playing as well, and I was like, damn, not only is this good to play with, but it's also really, really good just on its own, just to listen to as well. So honestly, I gotta say, so the full thing, 9.5 out of 10, mainly because the songs are so really long and drawn out, and I'd prefer if they were kind of more split up, like the number 12:21 minutes and stuff. That's kind of like a bit off-putting at first. And when I was first listening
wait a minute,
to Foreigner,
you listen to a Typo Negative record, and like their songs are anywhere between 8 to 9 minutes long.
honestly, I never really realized that. I honestly couldn't tell with the Typo that they were that long. Like, I think what? How long's Wolf Moon?
Wolf Moon, I think, is like maybe 8 or 9 minutes.
It's 6 actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think I think 5 or 6 minute songs are like usually 3 to 5 minute songs are what I usually go for, but anything over I'd say maybe 8 minutes is where I start to get kind of, you know, a little bit bored, but not as bored, especially if it's good.
Yeah.
Which is luckily what Sauron Extinction was, but I'd prefer if it was a little bit more split up, you know, maybe have Foreigner in 2 parts, and I would probably give this a 10. However, apart from that, Sauron Extinction is amazing.
If they had split Foreigner up, you know, honestly, probably, and I'm not trying to assume what they would have done, but probably what I mean, if I were in the band and we, you know, you were going to split that song up, I would have just had them immediately spill over into each other, just so it sounded like one long continuous track.
I feel like that's what I would do as well, or maybe have some sort of kind of more acoustic interlude before jumping back into things. I feel like that's how I would have done it. That's my album review.
Cadenza, I'm not real sure. We may be going for just a little bit longer than normal today. All right, so check your Discord DMs. I've sent you your homework for the next show. But now, before you announce it, I want to go ahead and also make an announcement. Now, my work schedule next week has had to change. So instead of the show being on a Saturday like it's normally going to be, I will be working Wednesday through Saturday. So what we will probably do is we may try to do one on Sunday, a week from tomorrow. If Wanderer, if you can be available, and I'll talk to Doc here in just I'll either talk to him later this evening or tomorrow, and see if we can make that happen. See if we can maybe do a Sunday afternoon show, normal time, so we can get one in for next week. But due to someone at work needing a weekend off, I've had to move everything around because I'll actually be off Monday, Tuesday, and Sunday of next week. So I work tomorrow, then I'm off for 2 days, and then I work 4, and then I'm off 1. So we can try to announce everything. Thank you, Cadenza. Really appreciate that support, man. Um, Quentin, are you still there?
I am still here.
All right, man. I'm going to hang on, Cadenza. I'm going to go ahead and send you. I'm going to send you a link because this is my birthday stream. We're going to go a little bit longer today, since we're having such a good old rock and roll time. Does Sunday work for you, Wanderer? Is that cool? A week from tomorrow?
Depends. A week from tomorrow, I should be fine, yes, unless my boss decides to stick me on Sundays now, which is most likely. However, I'll see if I can weasel my way around that because tomorrow I've got a hefty 9-hour shift, and I think he might be thinking about just sticking me on Sundays indefinitely. I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but if it does, I'll let you know, and then we can sort something out.
Right. I mean, if anything, if you're not able to make it, hang on a second. Really liking this new headset, man, because I can turn the mic on and off. And I know I have to sound better than I have on previous episodes. So, hang on just a second here.
I mean, if nothing else, you can always ask me to do it.
Do what now?
So if nothing else, I can always hop in and be a substitute.
Well, normally what I may do that. I don't know. Like I said, I'll have to talk to Doc, and if Wanderer can't make it, then me and Doc will definitely do it, and we'll probably what we'll end up doing is if Doc can make it, I'll try to put a panel show together. And we'll have you, Quentin. We'll have you come on. Maybe Cadenza, Cryville. A few people we've already had on before. And as a matter of fact, Wonder, I was going to mention to you, I've actually been speaking to Dumbkey a little bit on Discord. We've been talking about music and everything, and I want to have him. I want to have him come on as a guest and talk with us and hang out for a while. So,
hell yeah!
So one of your good friends from the community, and now one of mine because we share a mutual love of the same type of music. Dumpkey, in a couple of weeks, or in another week or two, we'll have you come on as a guest, and join us in the Sanctum and hang out with us on the show. So as a matter of fact, I need to do this right here. Okay. So I'm sending the.
Do you want me to announce what I'm going to be listening to for possibly next week's show?
Not just yet. Hey, Quentin, we're going to do a little switch out here. So I'm going to bring Cadenza in, and keep me up to date on when you're going to do that Jared show. I'd love to come on that, and you are definitely coming back on as a guest to talk about everything that's been going on with you and everything like that. I definitely want to. Well, he disappeared. Well, Quentin, if you're still listening. We're definitely going to have you back on as a guest here very soon. Just you, you, Wanderer, and Doc, and we're going to talk about everything that's been going on. I just sent the link to Cadenza. I'm going to see if he'll pop in here for just a few minutes. So, Wanderer, go ahead and announce to everybody what your review will be for the next time we open the Sanctum.
Okay, so Widows has sent me a couple of YouTube links. One of them is called The Deadlights. Is that an album or is that an album? Sorry, a band.
All right, hang on just a second.
Sorry about that.
Do what now?
Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. What I was saying was I was gonna I just sent the link to Cadenza to see if he wanted to come on, and I was going to switch guests out for just a little while. But I want to have you on as a guest. I'm going to talk to you about that probably here within the next couple of weeks. I want to have you on, just you as a guest with me, Doc, and Wanderer. And I know, and the whole time, that I've known you, I know you've had a lot going on and everything. And I want to just kind of hang on a second. Excuse me. I just want to kind of give you a platform to, talk about yourself, your life, your channels, your music, everything like that. To just kind of speak to, the little community that we have here. Because, you and I have known each other for quite a while now, and I consider you a really good friend. And, I support you in your channels and your music and everything like that. So I definitely want to have you on as a guest in a couple of weeks, and I will be in touch with you and we'll get that worked out to have you on. But when you get that Jared episode planned and everything, let me know what it is. And like I said, if you can do it on a Thursday or, a Friday morning or something like that, I will set an alarm or I'll sit up and I'll definitely be there.
Sounds good.
All right, man. Well, I will be in touch with you here within the next day or two. All right, my friend?
Yep. Peace out, y'all.
All right. Later, man.
See you, man.
All right. And Cadenza, I've sent you the link on a DM in Discord. So if you want to pop in here for just a little while, you'd be more than welcome to join us. Now, to answer your question, Wanderer, the band is called The Deadlights, and it's just a self-entitled record. It's just a self-entitled record. It's the only one they ever did. I actually saw these guys open for Typo Negative twice. Both times
Nice.
I saw Typo Negative. The first time I saw Typo Negative, I don't remember even seeing their name on the bill, or they may have been, and I just didn't pay attention. But they came out and they were amazing. They were absolutely incredible. And at the end of their set, they were throwing out promo cassette tapes, like single cassette tapes, because they were signed to a major label. Their album wasn't even out yet. And they were just throwing promo cassettes out into the crowd that had the same two songs on either side of it. And yeah. I caught one, and my best friend caught one, and I remember I listened to it constantly because it was so good. And so fast forward 6 months, and Typo came back to Memphis, and the only bands on the bill that we saw, like the advertisement, were Typo Negative, Coal Chamber, and this band from Jackson, Tennessee called Full Devil Jacket. And me and my best friend, we drive up to Memphis for the gig, and we were standing in line waiting to get in. Well, we get in, like we get into the venue, and we're walking into the main hall where the stage is, and we look, and the Deadlights gear is on stage, and we were like, "Holy fucking shit, they're here, really?" And they got up there and they started playing, and I remembered they started playing, like, I can't remember if they played them back to, I think they played them back to back. It was the two songs that were on the promo tape, that me and, like I said, I caught one and my best friend caught one. And
Yeah.
we were literally standing in front of their guitar player, and we are singing those songs back to them. And he got like super pumped, like he was jazzed as shit. Because at that point, their record still wasn't out. Their record didn't come out, I think, for like another couple of months. And he walked over to their Billy, their guitar player, like their front guy, and he leaned in and was talking to him, and he pointed right over to us. And they both came back over there and handed us a guitar pick from them.
That's amazing.
Because we knew the songs, and we were genuinely and passionately singing them back to them because we loved this band. And I remember I bought the record, and then I found out they broke up. They only the link, the record that I sent to you is the only record that they ever did.
That sucks.
Yeah, but I got the distinct pleasure to actually see them perform live twice, and then I bought their record, and then that was it. So, but yes, the name of the band and the album is the Deadlights.
All right. So the next one is Take As Needed for Pain. But it's the remastered version. So, who's this by?
That's I Hate God album, and
right.
I Hate God is the band, and the album is called Take As Needed for Pain.
Right.
Which is 5 of my favorite words in the English language, especially when I am in pain, and I have to take something for it. I love those 5 words. Take As Needed for Pain.
And then the final album that I'm going to be reviewing in a couple of weeks' time or next week, whenever we sort things out, is Skid Row, Slave to the Grind.
Now that one is a little more. That one goes a little bit further back. And Doc just messaged me. He said a week from tomorrow should work for him. But we'll, see what you can find out, Wanderer, and we'll go from there. If you're not able to join us, me and Doc will put a panel show together, and then and then you just pop back in with us the next week. But right. We'll, as I like to say, we'll fight that fire when it catches.
Yeah.
So, but Slave to the Grind, Skid Row is, they're one of those, they're kind of like a hair metal band almost. Not a glam rock band, but vocalist is very charismatic. He can sing. He's got an incredible range on his voice and everything. The band actually really kicks ass. So yeah, I think that one will be a little bit of a surprise for you versus some of the other stuff that I've sent you so far. But don't worry. Basically, I'm sending you all these records, and I'm glad that you, like, I know you loved the Down record, and I know you love the Uncle Acid record. I'm really glad that you enjoyed the 3 that I sent you for this week. I hope that your playlist is getting full of albums and not just songs.
Oh hell yeah!
Which I'm really, really, really happy and excited about. But don't worry. Basically, what we're building up to with all of this is after this next review that you're going to be doing, I'm going to be sending you your very first Tool album.
Oh, I'm excited to hear it.
You should be, because Tool is awesome. And actually, speaking of my brother, as I've talked about him today, I told him about your Primus review.
Uh-oh.
And
He's gonna kick my ass, isn't he?
well, no. What I told him was I sent you pork soda, and we were talking, and I told him a little bit what you had said, and he was like that was kind of a good choice, but if you want to introduce somebody who is new to Primus, he told me that I should have sent you either their album Frizzle Fry or their album Sailing the Seas of Cheese. And yes, that is the name of the record, Sailing the Seas of Cheese, which I think is great.
Yeah, that's a great name.
So what I'm going to do is after this one, like I said, I'm going to send you a Tool record, but I'm going to send you another Primus record, and I will let you pick. Do you want Frizzle Fry or do you want Sailing the Seas of Cheese?
Okay, so first off, I just want to say I am willing and committed to giving Primus a second shot after Pork Soda. But if I had to choose, if I had to choose Sailing the Seas of Cheese, because that's just such an amazing name.
Okay. Okay. And I will go ahead and tell you now, Sailing the Seas of Cheese is a great record, but it's also got two of my favorite songs on there, which one is called John the Fisherman, and the other is called Those Damn Blue Collar Tweakers. And yeah. And by the way, Mr. Crinkle says he still likes a good friend and good friends and a bottle of pills. I will never let you live that down. I'm sorry. I like that. The fact that you were just like a good friends and a bottle of pills. I'm like, what the fuck am I listening to? I'm like, I get that, okay, but to kind of hate on Mr. Crinkle, I got to put those two together just to kind of get under your skin a little bit. So,
well, I will laugh until the day I die about that.
I still want, whenever, at some point, I know I'll have to, but when I have to, I'm gonna adopt a little male kitten, and I'm gonna name him Mr. Crinkle. Once again, just so I can every day when I see him, I'm just gonna be, hello, Mr. Crinkle, how are you today? So,
dude, I hate Pork Soda. Well, I don't hate it. Like, I just kind of dislike it, right?
So you openly admitted it. Okay,
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I gotta clarify. I don't hate it. However, should I petition with my parents or my brother to name By the way, for everybody in the audience, I'm like my family are finally, after decades, we are looking to get a second dog. Our first dog died when I was 3 years old, and we had a rabbit for a while, but she sadly passed away when I was in what Americans would call 8th grade. So we're finally looking to get a pet, and I'm very excited. It is a Patterdale Terrier, and his name right now is Chapo, but we're going to change the name because we don't want to name him after a famous druggie. So
you want to petition your family to name your dog Mr. Crinkle?
Yes, and I will do it just to spite myself.
Go for it. Go for it.
That's how self-aware I am.
But yeah, but no, when I was telling my brother about your Primus review, he's like, Pork Soda's good, but if you want to, introduce somebody to Primus who's never really listened to them before, he's like, the best albums to cut their teeth on are going to be Frizzle Fry and Sailing the Seas of Cheese, which Frizzle Fry is a really good album. They have a track on there called Defying the Laws of Tradition, which is just unbelievable. But okay, so after this review that we have you set up for, you're going to be getting your first Tool record. I'll decide on a third one, and Primus Sailing the Seas of Cheese. So there you go. But no, the three that I've sent you are going to be, they're going to be three completely different styles of rock. Hang on, I'm getting DMs from you on.
Yeah. Those are just like private DMs.
Oh, I'm not going to read
I
them
just
out
sent you my
loud. I
number.
was just checking my phone.
Yeah. I was just sending you my my playlist that I've got. I don't know if you have Spotify or not, but
I do, but I mostly just make like playlists for just random things. But I'm gonna start digging into it a little bit more.
yeah.
So, but these three that I've sent you um, for the one coming up are at three, like basically they're at completely different ends of the rock spectrum. Like the
Yeah.
Deadlights is definitely going to be some metal. I Hate God is definitely, some of that that's New Orleans metal right there for you. Skid Row is going to be just, it's not going to be like thrash or anything. It's just going to be something more to the effect of, um, you know, nicely tuned guitars and heavy sounds and ranged vocals and things like that. So it may take you a step back is all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the record that I sent to you, I remember I was in God, I think sixth or seventh grade, maybe seventh or eighth grade, and this guy that I rode the school bus with, he knew that I was I was starting to get into rock, and he was just like, "Dude, I have this tape at home by this band called Skid Row. A friend of mine gave it to me, and I don't really like it. Do you want it?" And I'm like, "Yeah. What do you like? What do you want for it?" And he's like, "Nothing. I'll give it to you." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And so he got on the bus the next day, and I brought my I had my Walkman with me, and
Yeah.
he got on the bus, and he sat in the seat in front of me, and he just reached into his bag and passed it over the seat to me, and I put it in, and I remember started listening to it, and I'm like, this is different. So that was like one of the first like rock metal-ish albums that I remember owning.
Yeah.
So yeah, Slave to the Grind is my and Doc approved of it. He was just like, I was just like, I sent him a Skid Row record just for you, and he was just like, good, which one? And I was like, Slave to the Grind, and he's like, good choice. I'm like, well, of course. I mean, that's like the best Skid Row album that there is. And honestly, I can't wait to let Doc know when I'm going to send you your first Ted Nugent record.
Yeah.
Which should just be like, look, just don't, I mean, don't get me wrong. Ted Nugent, I love the man's music. I just wish he knew when to shut up, because his politics are way too fucking conservative and shit, but he makes great music. I'll give him that. Like his early records, like his early records like Stranglehold and Free for All and Motor City Madman and all of this were just absolutely amazing. I mean, like I said, he makes great music. I just wish he knew when to keep his mouth shut. Yeah, and my brother is always showing me new music. He showed me this band yesterday called I think it was Psycho Pineapple or Psychotic Pineapple or something like that, or Psychedelic Pineapple. I'm trying to. I'll have to message him about it. Yeah, but he's always showing me stuff. So I mean, you've basically got like an endless supply of records that I can find and and everything to send you.
Yeah.
But well, guys, we are running at about 2.5 today, and this is we got a little serious there during the show today, which happens. Um, Either if not every show, almost every show, we have a serious moment or an angry moment, or we get on a topic that that's going to kind of take us in a different direction. And today's been a lot of fun. This has been like just a little YouTube birthday party for me, and I thank everybody so much for showing up. Thank you for all the birthday wishes in the Discord server and here today. It means a lot that you guys show up every week, and for us to have gone from 69 to 74 subs today alone is amazing. So we have, in fact. Hey, Widows, happy birthday, man. Sorry I'm late. Had to lay down for a bit. No problem, Jackal. No problem at all, man. Just glad that you were able to pop in before we close the Sanctum for the week. But, guys, it means a lot, once again, for you all to be here. Me, Doc, Wanderer, we love each and every single one of you. Well, Wanderer doesn't love Sterno, I know. That's clear to tell by just watching. That's clear to see by just watching the chat every week. But we love doing the show for you every week, and we're continuing to grow, and a lot more people are subscribing to the channel. They may not come in and join the chat with us, but it's obviously we're doing something right that people like to listen to us and everything. But from the bottom of my heart, thank you, all of you. Like I said, thank you for being here. Salty, really?
I'm not.
Wanderer.
I am. No, that is wrong. No, that is Sterno. That is actually Sterno. That's what I have to say. Hey, I love my girlfriend.
And he
Yeah.
loves me, and he loves Doc somewhat, maybe, I guess.
Doc. Yeah, I like
Okay.
you, Widows. You are home.
Okay, all right. He loves me, but he hates Doc. But guys, once again, thank you. We from the bottom of my heart. And I told you, it's like I've told you before. I'll say this every week. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for everybody that comes in and joins us every week, and thank you to everybody who listens even after we go off the air. And guys, it's like I've said before, if you have some ideas about, what you would like to see on the show, or topics you would like for us to discuss, or guests that we could maybe look into having on, put it in the comments section. I check the channel and the videos on a regular basis to see, see if anybody's put any suggestions or anything in there. Lego Uber Alles. Well, I prefer California Uber Alles, which is a great song by the Dead Kennedys. So, but yeah, put it in the comment section, and we can see what we can do. And like I said, if you have somebody maybe in maybe a YouTube community that you're in that maybe we don't know about, put a link in the comments. Let us check it out and see if we can reach out to them. We wouldn't be here if honestly, I wouldn't be here, Wanderer wouldn't be here, Doc wouldn't be here. The Sanctum would not open without you guys, and I can't say enough how much I appreciate every single one of you, and I just want to try to give back to you a little bit. So if you have some ideas, put them in the comment section below. If you know anyone that you in other Discord servers or anything like that may enjoy the show, even just to listen to if they can't be here when we're on the air, send them a link to an episode, send them a link to the channel, have them check it out, and tell them to hit the sub button, get the notification bell on. we appreciate all the support we get every week. And once again, guys, thank you for all the birthday wishes in the Discord server and in the chat today. That really, really means a lot. Wanderer, you got anything you want to add to my little babbling speech there for a few moments?
Nah, not much. I just want to say though, happy birthday, Widows. I hope you really enjoyed your day. I've really enjoyed the show today. We've had a pretty damn good one. And yeah, I hope to see everybody soon. When the next show will be, I don't know, but hopefully sometime soon.
Well, actually, the next show is going to be taking place a week from tomorrow. So all we need to do is just find out if you're going to be here or not. If you can't be here, like I said, Doc and I will try to piece together a panel show, or it may just be me and him just kind of going back and forth like we like to do. We will be having the and all three of us were, if I didn't know that he was going to have to leave early today. And I was going to say we need to, have a little powwow after we go off the air, but we can try to work that out and get that done soon. But we will be having Dumb Key come on and join us, talk about his channel, his content, and everything like that. We will be having him come on. Quentin, we're going to have back on as a guest here soon to come and hang out with us. And Quentin, thank you for coming on. Really appreciate that, my brother. And as a matter of fact, and since you did the music review, I did this a couple of weeks ago, and I haven't heard anything back yet. I need to send another email out, but I sent an email to their media person, and they have forwarded everything to management. But I'm trying to see if I can get, if not the entire group of pallbearer, to come on the show and let us interview them.
Holy shit. that would be great. That would be amazing. I'd be so there for that.
Well, you'd have to be here anyway. I mean, you're a co-host, so unless you're sick or dead, or working, or the Wanderer has you tied to a bed somewhere in a basement, playing One Direction over and over and over again, then you have to be here.
Yeah, they're probably gonna work me to death with my 9-hour shift tomorrow. Oh God.
Hey man, the only thing I can say is, speaking as somebody who has worked in restaurants before, but as a server, and pulled my fair share of coming in at 10 o'clock in the morning and not getting off till maybe 7 or 8 that night. Caffeine up, dude. Caffeine up. That's all I can say.
I'll have a lot of coffee.
Oh no, you may want to get an energy drink, a Mountain Dew, a big bottle of water. Actually, you may want to get an energy drink, a big bottle of water, a couple of Mountain Dews, and tell them to keep the coffee hot. So
yeah.
And make sure and go to bed and get and sleep.
Oh, I'm gonna collapse tomorrow. Holy shit. I'm gonna get home and just fall on the floor.
Right. I've done that more than once. But guys, we are going to go ahead and we are going to close the Sanctum for the week. But once again, thank you all for being here. We really, really appreciate it. It has been another honor and privilege to entertain you guys this week. And we look forward to opening the Sanctum for you next week and having you all join us. So I will post updates about next week's show in the Discord here as soon as I know more. I know Doc will be here as soon as I hear from Wanderer. As soon as I hear from Wanderer, I will I'll know more if he's going to be able to join us, or if me and Doc are going to just do one, if we're going to do a panel show, what we're going to do. So we will, we'll get everything worked out and we'll get everything situated. And we look forward to opening the Sanctum for you again next week. But until next week, everyone, peace be with you.